Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome back to the channel. We're on episode 2 of a massive 4-week renovation challenge. If you want to see what's happened previously, click on up here. We're on day 3. Let's go. Hello.
There's all the detail we've got.
It was all going so well until it wasn't. It's the start of day 3. It's 5:30 in the morning and Josh and I have come to our storage to have a bonfire. Yeehaw! See you in a bit! You excited, Josh?
So buzzing. Long week. Cheers.
Oh, thanks for my coffee.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you'd like a Costa. Don't.
Yeah.
As soon as you were coming down the scaffold, I felt bad. I was like, oh, do I hide it? No banana though.
Oh, cheers! Last step in episode 1 was to put in our temporary uprights and our temporary rafters so we can build our really expensive tent. Let's take the really expensive tent down, get rid of these uprights because we need to replace them. Now, we'd always like to think that we get it right all of the time. It's always perfect. In this episode, you guys are about to learn that sometimes that doesn't happen. More on this a little bit later.
Buenos dias, por favor. Hello.
Hello, big boy.
So we're back.
We are back, baby. We are f***ing back.
All been on it since 7. Well, some of us since 5, and then back for another long day. Yesterday I had a massive one. Getting all the framework for this dormer up, 2-day dormer. So Sammy's about to jump up here, start bringing the roof joist through. I'm about to jump in here, frame out for a window, stud it out, followed by OSB all around, cement board on the cheeks for fireproofing, and yeah, probably another mental day. Catch you on the flip side.
The last few days have been immense. The boys are getting a bit tired and that's completely understandable. They've come up with their own way about how we're going to keep things a little bit more interesting considering we're doing 15-hour days. I'm not sure what the boys have had for breakfast, but they seem to be pretty competitive today.
Me and Sammy are hanging joist hangers, so we're gonna have a little race to see who's the
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go!
The silver things you can see here are called joist hangers. Funny story, when I first started, I used to think they were called joist, as in the female's name. They're not, they're called joist hangers. They support the rafters. We space them out evenly across the roof at the right width so they're ready for the sheet of ply to go on the roof.
Oh, Callum, you're losing me! Holy
We do another 12-hour day, Callum might get that hanger in.
One injury, but he's still going.
He hit his bum as well. That's the thing, you go too fast, you start smashing your body up.
What Sammy's working out here is what the party wall looks like. Now we're thinking 3 steps ahead. We're trying to get it set up so that when Lee Marks comes in, he's our flat roofer, he's got something to fix his trims on the edge to. So we've got to make sure that we're thinking about what the other trades are going to be doing later on in the week.
You're gonna have, if that's like the corner, you're gonna have a fireboard there.
Whilst we're figuring that out upstairs, Mark and Guy are down in the kitchen because they're about to start taking that out. The plumbing in the kitchen has to come out in order for the units to come out. Mark really loves plumbing.
How's it going? Really, really, really well. What we're doing here is remodeling the kitchen.
No sledgehammer yet then.
It's finished.
Hey, bud.
Hey bud.
You've got this man at the wrong time.
Well, you're angry at the moment.
This is Mr. Ag.
Should we annoy you a little bit more?
There you go.
As you can see by the look on his face, he's not best pleased about it, but it's got to happen, so we've got to get it done. Once they're all capped, we can take the kitchen out. The last thing we want is a whole bunch of water where it's not meant to be. Smooth guy, real smooth. So So something happened yesterday which we haven't really touched on. Sammy loves his tools. He's a Milwaukee man through and through. Now when we took the chimney breast down, we left the exposed chimneys. Unfortunately, his favourite impact driver went for a wee sleepover.
So, yeah, trying to fish out my impact driver, which I dropped down the chimney the other day. So I've got this engine inspection camera, so I'm going to send this down.
Now they say that true love lasts a lifetime. Sammy is never leaving this man behind. He's going to spend as long as it takes to fish out that impact driver. You always see it on site when something peculiar or interesting is happening. There's naturally the boys just gravitate to, oh, that's a cool tool. What's that before? Before you know it, there's 3 of them standing there watching this tiny little screen go down a chimney. We've had no luck getting it from the top, so let's try from the bottom, see what happens there.
Yeah, that's definitely yes. Poor little blighter. Been in there by himself for a couple of days.
Anyone who grew up on a farm will understand what's about to happen.
That impact driver is about 120 quid and the batteries are 50 quid.
This is like a prostate, but on an industrial level, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Here he is. Hey.
It's a boy.
I'd like to make a collect call, please. First name Bob, last name is We Otta Baby Eats a Boy.
Hey.
Find it, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? With all of the buzz of the reborn impact driver slowly starting to fade, as we were talking about earlier, we had a bit of a problem. Here's some of the detail we spoke about earlier.
It was all going so well until it wasn't.
Yeah, no, that where it is.
So we had this wall built here and everything was going really well. It's just the problem is that last night really late we'd only put like 1 or 2 nails up in that corner there. So because we only put 1 or 2 nails in, as the boys were installing the uprights, they were hitting it tight so that it's tight, but what it was doing, it was pushing this end up. So we ended up with like a 10mm gap underneath this, which we can't have. So we've taken it all down again. Some of it we'll be able to reuse, some of it we'll have to recut. But as you can see, the boys have done a really good job in nailing it. And now we're going to try and get all the nails out, and the nails are putting up a bit of a fight. Set up the drop saw and do it again. So all going smoothly until we worked late at night and then we didn't quite get it right, so we'll have to start again. Anyway, set it back.
The challenge of that problem is we want to get a roof on, so Sammy and Callum are like chomping at the bit to get those rafters in, but they can't until we've built the wall under. So we're doing everything we can while we wait for Josh and Jaden to rebuild that front wall. We've got 1 in, we're just waiting for a little bit, bring the timber up, get it all ready to go, and then as soon as that front wall is braced, we can hook into that. As soon as those uprights are in, watch how quickly this roof goes together.
There's lots of little jobs, and because we're doing it so quickly, means we need bricks, sand, cement, where normally this would be done over a 7-day period. We're trying to do it in 7 hours. So yeah, hey ho, is what it is. And Josh is feeling good, aren't you, Josh?
I'm with you, bud. Much better view yesterday when those 3 bags of Haribo downstairs. Yeah, I know.
Oh, is that what it is? Because you guys ate 3 kilos of Haribo in 2 days.
I just done a 2-day sugar comeback.
That's not exaggerated. The boys ate 3 kilograms of sweets in 2 days. Sugar's important. It's important to have a bit of a giggle every now and then. Now, we all know a builder, and often we don't use the best language. I've got a couple of sons, they're beautiful, I love them to pieces, but they love being around Josh because he swears a lot and they fine him for it.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You less grumpy now?
I'm fine. I get overwhelmed.
Wonder how many beeps. We should do like a beep counter.
They gave me a swear jar at didn't they? They left it on the table. Josh's swear jar already at 350 quid.
But can you imagine, he'd just, if you had a swear jar with Levi like you do,
Yeah, he's on it.
he'd watch that thing 100 times and be like, Josh, you owe me £78,000.
I can say it and he's not even in the room and he comes flying in.
Josh, you owe me £1!
Ralph's there as well. Levi goes, yeah, it's a pound, you just swore. He goes, every time someone swears, they give me a pound. Ralph goes, he does.
Right, anyway, back on track. It is hot up here, and lucky for us, we've got a Sammy. Sammy has the entire Milwaukee catalogue, and Callum has found a lovely way to use it.
I don't know, it's slightly high, but...
With all that happening up top in the heat, Mark and Guy are chilling out down in the kitchen. They've found a wee game to keep them entertained.
See if you can get that out before me and Dee follow this up.
On my own?
Yeah. I've got cabinets and doors.
It's quite ironic that we've been talking about bad language up on the roof in the heat. Here's Mark and Guy in the cold down in the kitchen. Demolition of a kitchen is pretty simple. We always take the cupboard doors off because it's easier, makes the units lighter. Now the challenge you've got with taking a kitchen out is the worktops are normally stuck to tiles. You can either try and pry it up or you can lower the kitchen units down and then it gets it below it. Guy's chosen the prying method, which is often a lot faster. From there, you can either take the screws out of the back or simply get a hammer and destroy it. We really like to recycle our kitchens, but this one didn't get taken on Marketplace, so it's being destroyed and unfortunately going out in the skip. With Guy and Mark finished on the kitchen downstairs and the boys up on the roof getting their bit done, we thought, right, let's take a break, have a breather, it's really hot, drink some water, put some more sun cream on and then we can go again. But, as per usual on a building site, as soon as you want to do something, the delivery turns up. So let's unload that first and then we can go and get some food. On this delivery, we had a bunch of timber which we need. We also had the sheets of ply to go on the roof. Now normally we like to try and use the winch, but unfortunately with these, there's only one way to get them up there. The winch can't really take them. We haven't got a massive crane that can just lower them down where we need them, so the boys have got to guts it out just before lunch, carry them up the stairs, get them to where we need to go, and they'll be there for later.
What are you doing? Documenting our shop to the trip.
Shop to the trip, trip to the shop.
Trip to the shop, shop to the trip. So,
whole gang.
You
definitely threw it out on the floor.
At least he doesn't ask
You
people
know
for
you
that.
threw it on the floor, don't you?
All I asked, whose screw gun that was. Whose screw gun's that? And that's what happens. Seldom on a building site, when you have a break, doesn't mean you stop working. All we've done is go into the office, over a popsicle, work out what the next details are so that by the time the boys are finished, they're ready and straight away they've got exactly what the plan is in their head. Plus, Josh loves a popsicle.
The boys are having some lunch, so it's probably a good time for me to come up here and go, right, how are we looking? Oh, yes, I love it when it comes together. We're getting there. So, roof's on, walls built. Again, there's a few things that we need to do to just tidy up stuff, like, you know, we've started cutting that bolt, we've got to cut them all flush. They're needed to brace it all together as per the engineer's instructions, but it's clean enough, it's tidy enough. Here's old Team Milwaukee over here with everything Milwaukee. This is mine, this is the old faithful. I love that girl, she's done some work there.
Everyone loves a Dewalt delivery. Hey Dewalt, we love you.
Process now. The makeup of these walls, because this is a retrofit property, the walls and the ceiling is quite technical. So the architects.
For those of you that are interested, here is a bit of an overview of the Type C timber frame wall makeup. You can see all the different detail. Mark the architect's been really specific about how he wants it done. So we're building this. So we've got to make sure on site that we've got exactly the right positioning of the timbers and so on and so forth to make sure that when we get to the finish in a few weeks' time, we've done this to the letter of the law.
One thing we haven't covered, and we spoke briefly about it before, is why these are sitting so much lower. So this is the top of the joist, or the rafter if it was on an angle. We've got to build this up for insulation. There's a whole bunch of insulation. There's a deck that sits on there.
I even have pictures of my deck. Check out that deck. I'm going to send this to my secretary. Barbara always loves to receive my deck pics.
So we're doing, the engineer specified 12 mil, we're stepping that up to 18 mil, and then it'll go up from there. So the insulation will end up sitting roughly up the top of the beam. Everything else is the same. So look, it's taken us a little bit longer than what we would hope for, because that wall took we had to do it twice, but I'd rather have it right now. And we call it hexagon. We did a team building event. We blindfolded the guys. They had to build a hexagon with a rope, and one team did it right the first time, and one team took like 3 or 4 times.
What is going on?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's just a...
on the circle, I see.
But the moral of the story is, if it's not right, make it right, and then the flow-on effect from that will be way better. It's always nice to get it done the first time, but sometimes it doesn't, and that's just the way it goes. See you guys in a bit.
Back from lunch, trim the rafters, get this roof deck on. It's getting late in the day, we've got a lot to do. Let's change gears, make this happen. As per the drawings, the roof makeup is quite simple. We've got a line of battens on the top, then our fairing strips can go on, then we can start laying our 18 mil ply that we've stepped up. Once that's on, we're ready for some temporary waterproofing.
We're also... No, that's a bad idea.
How the f did we get out, Todd? How did we get out, Todd? Jeff on me!
It's been really interesting observing the different zones within the same property and how the pressure levels are completely different.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed are we?
No, we're alright.
Oh, good.
No, this is just...
What's going on there?
Yeah, that's your point.
We're applying a roof out, and the old house wasn't square, so we've had to run to make it look good on the outside. So the roof's not square, and yeah, square, squaredy square. It's not square. I wanted to get the ply down so that we can get the brickwork done, so that when the roof is turned up tomorrow, we can do that. Anyway, we're going to keep going. It is 4:30 and we've got a long night ahead of us, so speak to you in a bit. Bye.
Because it's getting late in the day, need to get this ply down. The reason why we need to get the ply down is so we can do this little bit of brickwork. Sammy's done a great job of getting the ply down. Now it's a case of cutting some bricks because it's really awkward, doing an overhand layer of the brickwork that'll help us out later on down the line, and then we can start building our tent. In the meantime, out of shot, you can almost see the guy starting to put the fireboard on the outside of the cheeks. That's also happening on the other side, which you definitely can't see on this shot. Once all that's done, then we can get our tent built, then we can go home and get some well-earned rest.
Right, so we're just about to start the process of getting us in the dry. So we've rebuilt this brickwork down here so that we've got something to render against once the roof is on. And Sammy's done a wicked job on getting all this done. It looks like a little bit of a swimming pool at the moment, but that's all right. This side is still pretty weather tight from last night, so that's great. That is a really cool van. And this is very shortly, the guys over here have got this OS bead, and then we've got our fireboard on there because this is technically a party wall. You need to have an increased fire protection on the party wall here, so we've got that there. But we're a sheet short, which is really annoying. So we've done that bit, but we need to do this bit. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. We've done the bottom, need to do the top. So no doubt Pete's got that sorted for the morning. So we're gonna get this thing weather tight, and we are, what, 6:30, so hopefully we might actually be out of here at a reasonable time. Hey Josh!
Right, Josh, I'll tell you where they are.
what we've done in 3 days is pretty impressive. We're really proud of it, but it's the end of the day. The boys are pretty knackered. We're in the dry. Jaden's got his mirror Michael Jackson glasses on. Want to see some Michael Jackson dance moves?
Hey, Chardonnay! Want to see some Michael Jackson dance moves?
No one will get what that means.
He did those moves at the Grammys.
It's been a wicked day. Thank you so much. If you've managed to make it to the end of day 3, thank you so much for watching. We do really appreciate it. We put loads of energy and effort, and Max does an awesome job. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. It's meant to be baking hot here, and we've got a lot to do. So in the meantime, I am going to leave you to watch the beautiful Exeter sunset, a bit of nighttime, and then another beautiful sunrise. We will see you in the morning. Catch ya.